Hello, hello. I'm Brian. Nice to meet you guys. I stupidly forgot to put the name field on the waiting list, so I don't actually know people's names, so I apologize on that end. So, really cool is this is BoothyOps. I just built it to kind of manage my own photo booths and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna do a quick walkthrough of the things that you guys will be helping me beta test a little bit. I'm already logged in, so I apologize ahead of time for that one, just because it's a little bit easier for me on that end, just because of different keyboards and stuff. So once I'll be sending you a link later on with to how to sign up for BoothyOps, especially in our staging one. But once you're there, you can create a booth, and then from the booth you can give it a name, put in the address, you put the country, and then it creates a booth. So I already have created this one here called Testing PC. The next step then is to link the booth with your photo booth mini PC. So there's a button here called Install Agent. Click on Install Agent. The instructions are here, and then the link is here to download BoothyOps Agent. So then it's going to download. Once it's downloaded, you can open up the downloads. Because it's not certified signed yet, you're gonna have to click on more info and then run it anyway. And then, do you want to install this? Yes. And it installs in the default spot. Install. And then it's going to install the BoothyOps agent. Once done, it just sets a few things, just like for instance, like on Breeze, you'll probably want to have the auto start functionality with the camera connected on so that it always runs in photo booth mode, but that's for later. So once it's finished, that's there. And then on your desktop, there will be a little BoothyOps setup link. And then it opens up a little web page here, and the first spot is setup, is the pairing. So back on the booth, we're going to go to testing PC. And then you'll see under updates and pairing, if I click on this, there'll be for you for the first time a pair of this booth, or in my case, repair. And I'm going to click repair the booth, and it's going to generate a code that you copy. And then go back to our setup page, and we can just, I think this, paste the code, hit connect. And then once it's connected, it's going to restart the agent, and then you'll see if everything's configured, and then the last heartbeat was whatever time ago. Then also, I'll get a push notification that shows that it has now been connected and the booth is online. So once that's connected, if I go back to the booth, let's use all this, and I click out, it should within a little bit here say that, yep, the agent has started. And then now you can see that some things are online, some things are not. So what it is the PC is online, but it shows Breeze is not running in photo booth mode. And then it also will say now that the printer, camera, or payment, one of the three, is not connected or online. So in this case, the booth is offline, so it's not in photo booth mode, and then the camera is disconnected. So you can see now that I'm just in the trial on my little test PC here, but once I hit close out of this, it's now connected to the camera, and then it'll launch itself in photo booth mode, and then the status will update as well. But I did well get out of this. Oh. Here we go. Sorry, it's a little finicky sometimes. So yeah, so now that Breeze is connected, the photo booth with the ops will now change to say that the camera is connected. And once it refreshes in the next heartbeat, and then it'll resolve that. But basically, it monitors if Breeze is running in photo booth mode, if MDB is online and connected, as well as if the NIX is offline or not. So you can see it's now refreshed, right? Camera is connected. but the booth is still offline because it's not running in photo booth mode. And then the other part to mention is what the app monitor does is when the computer starts up, it automatically will start up DSL Remote Pro and MDB utility. You can disable this if you want to, both through the cloud or if you want to do it on um, the app monitor itself, like on the PC that's running it. The settings are here. And basically, what this does is it starts it when the photo booth first turns on, and then if it crashes, it'll restart it as well. You can also like go in and then manually do a manual restart because sometimes there's issues like that. So it'll restart DSL Pro and then MDB. And like I said, if you set it up properly in DSL or Remote Pro, it'll automatically start the photo booth mode if the camera is detected. So yep, that's the monitoring around the hardware stuff, as well as if the application is running or not. If you go into setting, and then you can also see how many prints are remaining. This is actually reading off the printer and reading how much media is there. You can see last prints today, last heartbeat. We'll eventually be adding the sales stuff later for at least 9X and other ones. And if you go under settings, you can change the booth name. You can declare specifically what brand printer it is. The one I'm testing right now is a DMP. The app monitor, you can override the settings that are on the desktop if you want to. Operating hours, why this is important right now, this one's running at 24/7, but you can set certain hours of the day that you want it running. And so what that means is the heartbeats will be every 5 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever you decide to set. So here I can set how much heartbeat interval. For testing, I'm doing 5 minutes right now, but I find that 10 minutes is fine for actual operation. But if you had office like certain days that the photo booth's running, you can then set these hours so that way the heartbeats are not running every 5 minutes and like having a bunch. They're just running every hour then. And then there's also new special hours. So like if you have like an upcoming event where it's not the normal schedule, but like there's a special event at the place and they need to be open till 3 a.m., you can add a special event that overrides the operating hours. Updates and pairing, when I launch any new kind of like fixes and stuff to the agent, you can check for updates and then you can manually update. And you can also have, there's a functionality to automatically do updates to it when it's off hours. But right now this one's 24/7. Pairings here. Sharing is coming a little bit later, but you can add other teammates and users so other people can have access to view this, same data as you. And then let's go. There's also a partner section, so you can create a partner. So that's usually the venue or whoever you're working with, so that way you can attach them. There's a spot for percentage royalty. I'm going to add some extra stuff later on of like actually doing calculations on their sales so that you can get those reports generated. Hey, my dog. And then all the alerts show up here, and then all the events are here, and then there's different filters if you want to go and do some debugging that way. The next part is the mobile app. So I'm on the desktop, but if you click it, there'll be a QR code or there's a direct link that you can open in your browser. Once you open this, it'll then launch this page. Yeah. It'll launch this page in your Safari browser on your iPhone or Android. It doesn't matter. I think it's the Chrome one. And then on Safari, there's the instructions are there, but essentially you click on the share button and then it's like add to homepage. And then when it adds to homepage, it says allow notifications. And once you click on allow notifications, it will then do push notifications to your phone, and then it'll make this kind of like web-only browser for BoothyOps. I can kind of maybe show it on the camera with my phone, but let's see. I forgot to do this earlier. To do like a screen sharing with the phone, I guess. So let's see. So you see, like once I logged in, there's kind of a mobile version, and then all the alerts will also then be pushed as alerts. So kind of see there's BoothyOps. Yeah. And then when you click on the alert in your phone, it then opens up the photo booth so you can scroll down to the section to see what's offline or online. Let's see. Let's go back to the dashboard if I've missed anything else. Yeah, so you can add as many booths as you want, and then you can set the different heart rates. You can pair each one, and then yeah, please play around with it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to send out a link as well to a WhatsApp group. So if you want to message me and stuff and feedback, you can do it there. The other part too is I have set up some like built-in help stuff. So I'm going to make some articles. But there's this little chat here. You can create a message and send it to us if there's any bugs or anything you want to report. Any questions, the Help Center will eventually be coming with a bunch of articles and stuff on exactly kind of what we talked about and more screenshots and step throughs. Yeah, this has been my labor of love for like the last few weeks. So hope you guys enjoy it. And I hope you, and let me know what you think. It'd be great. Thanks.